morning. I swear that the testimony I am about to give will be the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth. So help me God.
The man in silhouette used to be known by the name Heinrich Kieber. For 2 years he worked for the Liechtenstein royal family's very private bank, the LGT banking group.
I began to realize the very questionable business the LGT was often involved in and the dubious clients they were serving. The kind of business that goes beyond just facilitating massive tax evasion.
Liechtenstein is where Swiss bankers tended to shuffle the clients who they really wanted to keep secret, because very few people know where Liechtenstein is, let alone what it does and what services it provides.
Based on my education and skills.
In July this year, Heinrich Kieber gave pre-recorded evidence from a secret location to the US Senate subcommittee on tax haven banks.
His revelations are explosive.
The LGT Trust.
Now, not even his lawyer knows where he is.
He is in a witness protection program, and the only way I can communicate with him is through authorities on very special connections, and I have no idea where he is or what's going on. It's a very difficult and unusual situation.
Because the people who protect him believe he's under threat.
Yes, of course.
Heinrich Kieber had revealed too much about too many people, and he had effectively stolen the proof from LGT itself.
I obtained copies of the data of every legal entity and furthermore copies of vast internal documents before I left the company. All documents provided are authentic, original copies and have not been in any way changed or manipulated.
The documents contain the names of 1,400 of LGT's clients. These included Peter Lowy and his father Frank Lowy, one of the richest men in Australia. What's the attraction of a foundation in Liechtenstein for an Australian?
The only attraction is perfect secrecy. That's what they've been selling.
Tonight, in a Four Corners exclusive, the chief investigator for the Senate committee tells why its report focuses on Lowy's accounts and why Frank Lowy rejects it. Were you aware that you were highlighting the tax affairs of the second richest man in Australia?
Absolutely no idea.
If you're an average, ordinary, everyday worker, you can't afford a fancy accountant, you're not using generally tax havens. And that's what makes this such a social justice matter.
It's commonplace for the super rich to put their money in offshore accounts, and this can be legal. But it's rare that the ways and means they use to hide their assets are laid bare for the world to see. Heinrich Kieber is a native son of Liechtenstein, born here in 1965. This tiny alpine country occupies a sliver of land just 25 kilometres long, sandwiched between Switzerland and Austria. It's a constitutional monarchy with a total population of just 35,000 citizens. That's roughly the same as Kalgoorlie. It nevertheless has 15 banks, which together hold a staggering $200 billion in assets. The LGT Bank is the largest, and it's owned by Liechtenstein's princely family. Hereditary Prince Alois has recently assumed the role of head of state. In the first 6 months of 2007, his family's bank reported a profit